Hey everyone, how's it going? Chris here, giving you guys another weekly update on the canary breeding. Probably be a fairly quick video. Not a whole lot has changed. Just give you an update through them all. Here's the Stafford pair that I have, the bronze Stafford pair. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm not breeding them right now. The pair still is together, but they're coming out of breeding mode. You know, so the male's not really singing a whole lot anymore. Female isn't really shredding paper or anything like that. So they're starting to come out of the breeding mode and go into molting. So here pretty soon I'll be adding some color food here to them. This hen down here, she's resting. One of the Lipochrome pairs, or one of the Lipochrome hens that I have, and so she's just down there chilling, taking a break for the breeding season. Here's some of the babies. We'll try and open up a window here. You can see a lot of the colors are coming in, even on the yellow ones. You can see on the shoulders of their wings, they're getting some of their feathers in. The one yellow one that's closest to us down there on this tail, on the rump, he got a couple of feathers pulled out, so he was bleeding the other day, but he seems to be good, doing good now. I keep checking on him, no more bleeding. But so their colors are coming in. Even my Stafford babies, they're starting to get some red in them. I think they're going to be really pretty. So down here, we can just open up the window again. It's the Red Factor pair. So she was sitting on eggs the last video that I showed you, and I candled them. They were fertile earlier, and then I still had the babies in there with them, and I think with the situation that I had with my heater and all that, kind of threw her off, and she stopped sitting on her eggs. And so we're just gonna give her one more try. She started sitting, or started laying. She's got 2 eggs in the nest at the moment, and so I'm sure she'll probably lay about 4 eggs up, but what she's laid in the past. And so hopefully this next round, since I've moved the babies out, hopefully we don't have any more issues, she'll be able to sit on these ones and hatch them out for us. So down here is one of my mosaic pairs, my agates. She's building a nest right now. I just didn't put the male in there about 2 days ago, so I'm expecting her to lay here within the next 3 days or so. This will be their last round, whether the eggs are fertile or not. And so here's 4 of their babies right here. They have weaned and will be going into a bigger flight cage here. I'll explain it in my Goldian breeding video, but I took out my Goldians down here. So I'm going to open this up. They'll have this entire flight, and I'll put, I don't know if I'll put all of my babies in there, but I'll put a good amount in there. Get them some good exercise. Probably take out this middle perch so they have to fly back and forth. And so that'll probably be a project for tomorrow. Got some things I got to get going on today. But so those are 4 of the babies from this pair right here. So excited about them. Okay, if we come up here, got my hen with 3 of her chicks. She still is feeding them, but she has started to build a nest again. I have put this male here. He's a new male, hasn't bred before for me. He's a baby from last year, and so he's itching to go. Anytime she comes close to him, he's just singing like crazy. He's a little on the aggressive side, so I haven't let him in with the babies yet. I just don't want him to hurt them at all. So I'm going to let her build her nest and get the babies to weaning point, and then I'll separate the babies and introduce the male. And so here we have my other pair. Both of these canaries are really young. They're babies from last year, and so interested to see if they'll even continue to lay. So the hen, she laid for me for an older male, and when I pulled the male out about 3 days after, she stopped sitting on the eggs. And so she's laid 2 eggs right now. Hopefully she'll lay 2 more. I'm going to leave the male in here with her for the duration of the incubation period. I just don't want her to stop sitting. You know, he's pretty calm male, even though he's really young. He feeds her. He does a really good job, and so I'm excited about him. we'll have to see how they do with babies. You know, hopefully the eggs are fertile, and we can see what happens in the future and see if we can give them another round if it works out. And so I have this pair down here. So I took their nest out, this pair. So the male has started molting. And the hen just, you know, she just hasn't showed any signs at all this year of wanting to breed. She is a young hen. She's a baby from last year. You know, she's a year old, so she's old enough to breed, but you know, it just didn't work out. So I'm not pushing it. I took the nest out, and I'm just not going to try anymore since we're already past the midpoint of breeding for canaries as far as my setup goes. So I'm just gonna put them out in the flight cage here in a little while and let them molt out for the summer and try again next year. So I mean, the male, he's molted, but that single hen that I showed you up top, you know, he bred with her a couple times. They had fertile babies, or fertile eggs, and raised some babies for me. So I got some chicks out of him. Just the hen I didn't get anything out of this year, which, you know, I mean, like I said, I'm not pushing it. I guess I could try and introduce another male to try and push her, but it's just not worth it to me. You know, I'll keep her till next year and have her have a little bit more age on her, and hopefully that age will kind of kick in, and she'll be a good mother for me next year. So down here's one of my babies from this pair right here. So it has weaned. I separated it. Sitting out here. I will put this baby in the big flight cage. I just need to get it ready for him. But and then I have my pair here, and they were raising my Red Factor chick, and so she has started to build a nest again. I put the nesting material in yesterday, and she's already got half the nest built. So she's itching to go. I'll probably expect some eggs from her. Probably the Sunday or Monday or somewhere around there, since she's showing breeding signs right now. And so you know, I'm excited for this pair. I hope we can get a few more babies. You know, this is the only baby that I have from this pair, and so I hope that, you know, this round they can get me some chicks, and this will be their last round, since they have, you know, they've only raised 2 chicks, but it's been 2 clutches of chicks, I guess, or 2 different series of chicks. And so I don't want to burn them out, so we'll just give them this last try, and even if the eggs don't work out, I'll separate them until next year. And so, but the male's singing really loud, and she's building the nest pretty quick, so I'm not worried about it. I think we'll get some good eggs from them. So yeah, so that's the canary update for right now. Gonna be in the process of moving babies around, moving a couple pairs around. I got, you know, at least three pairs right now sitting on eggs. Hopefully this pair down here will be laying eggs for me within the next week. You know, hopefully we'll get another round and we can get 2 to 3 babies each pair. That's the hopes. And so I already have breeders calling me asking if I have some for sale. I don't like to sell them until I have them all molted out. There's rare exceptions that I'll sell them beforehand, but so they're itching to go and ready to get some baby canaries here in this area. So hopefully it'll work out, and we'll get some more chicks, and everything will turn out good for us. And so if you guys have any more comments or anything you'd like me to talk about, please leave a comment below, like the video, share it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.